Hello everyone. Welcome to another color and chat / tea party session. Tired of getting up and heating up water every 5 seconds, so we're keeping the teapot nearby. And today we're going to be coloring in Glam Noir. Of course, I've already selected the colors. These are the colors that I'm going to be using. Alcohol marker, probably a little bit of gel pen, a little bit of glitter. You know how I do things around here. So if you want to play, go grab your copy of Glam Noir or your sketchbook or, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And let's color. I already know which page I want to color. I'm in the mood to color this one, the cute little bat, a little spooky, spooky-ish, retro spooky, right? She's got a little bit of a retro 1950s vamp kind of a look going on. So we're going to color this one in today. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of color, but let's say, you know what, the teapot is going to have to move over here. Why did it never occur to me to keep my teapot nearby? I guess it's because living in the desert, I rarely drink hot stuff. It's only for a couple months out of the year, so I'm accustomed to getting up every 5 freaking minutes to heat up my water again, and then that I thought, you know what? No, dum-dum, just bring the teapot with you. Stupid, I know. So anyway, today I am drinking a orange clove tea. It is Harney and Sons. Will I be switching later? I don't know. I love this tea. It's just so good. And you know what? I need more light. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay, there we go. And the monster said, let there be light. And there was light. Did that make a difference? I don't know. It made a difference to me. I turned on my light over there. So, okay, let's do everything the wrong way today, shall we? I thought that I wanted to do a pink dress with a teal sky, but why not? You know what? We're going to do a teal background with pink trees. How's that? Maybe. Let's see. How is everyone doing? Same old, same old. The world is a bit kooky at the moment, to put it mildly. I am very well aware. Everything is going nuts. I don't speak religion or politics on my channel unless there's some kind of extremely disgusting behavior that needs to be talked about, but I hesitate to even say that because there's a lot of disgusting behavior going on right now and I don't even know where to begin and where to end. So anyway, yeah, things are nuts. And I just want to color. I just want to color and have a good time and hopefully entertain you guys in the process, because yikes. Pull up a coloring book. Have fun if you're stressed out, because very many people need to de-stress right now, and why not indulge in some escapism with me? Enough about that. No more negative talk. What else can I talk about? What have I been up to? I recently uploaded a vlog, which you may or may not have watched, and I have officially started technically, by the time this video is up, this occurred weeks ago, months ago actually, my going on that little trippy trip out to the desert, because the process has officially begun of me putting my feelers out there, my tentacles, searching for a new desert home. And so far so good. It's going to be an adjustment for sure, because I'm a Palm Springs princess and aesthetics are important to me, blah, blah, blah. I go through it in the vlog. I am very self-aware of my being a princess. I get it. I'm an artist. I enjoy fashion. I am very aesthetically driven. You can't blame a girl for liking things to look cute and look nice, right? And so anyway, the reality hit me quite quickly that, yeah, baby, if you want to move out into the wild desert, it ain't gonna look like manicured, beautiful, perfect Palm Springs. It is going to be wild. It is going to be country. It is going to be... Do I piss off my country bumpkins when I say that? Country? I love you guys. Listen, I have been wanting to learn how to line dance for I don't even know how many years, And my first attempt at it was abysmal. Listen, you cannot get me off of a disco dance floor. You turn on the 80s music, you turn on the disco music. Oh my God, forget it. I am a fiend. I am a fiend on that dance floor. Line dancing? Oh, the embarrassment. The embarrassment is real. And it's fun though. And I really want to learn. I need more country folk in my life. I need somebody to teach me. All right. Because I would love to learn. Am I a fan of country music? No, I mean, it isn't necessarily that I dislike it. I'm not one who thinks that any music is horrible. I'm genreless. I describe myself as being polyamorous, meaning that I listen to all kinds of different music. But country just never speaks to me. The twang is a little off-putting to me, and it's, is it bad music? No, it's just not my thing. But when in Rome, I love it. Send me to a restaurant in the middle of, I don't know, where are their cowboys? Texas, New Mexico? Yeah, I'm all about it. But the line dancing, I want to learn. I just want to be a line dancing vampire, okay? Let's see here. Okay, some of that footage was cut off a little bit. All I did was lay down a little bit of the teal. So I want to color things incorrectly today. And you know what I should have done? I should have gone with a pink sky, but I failed to do so. Okay, that's fine. Today is going to be a little... This wasn't planned, so maybe I shouldn't even say it. Maybe I should reserve this for a future color and chat. But I've touched on it previously, where I want to encourage people to color things the incorrect way. I tell people all the time to use materials in these coloring books that are not designed to be used on this paper, meaning use paint, use watercolor. Is this paper designed for that stuff? No. God, no. But the results are interesting, and it's a challenge to yourself creatively. Corny, cliche as it sounds, yeah, color outside the lines. I tell you all the time. And by extension, I like to encourage people to use materials that are not conventional. And now we are taking it up a notch, and I would like to encourage people to start intentionally doing things incorrectly. If you start to color grass pink and you feel that little pull, that little pinch in your gut saying, "Oh, why are you reaching for magenta for the grass?" Just do it. Push past that little bastard that's in your gut telling you not to do something, and color the grass pink if you want to, because it's that little bastard that was put into your brain by the adults in your life when you were growing up. There are perfectly good teachers out there, I get it, but you know what I mean. Your parents, your teachers, your elders, your whatevers. No. Stay in the lines. No. You can't color the sky purple. That's not correct. It's a coloring book. Do what you want. You're an adult. You have free will. Do what you want. You want to eat ice cream for breakfast? Do it. Unless you're allergic. Unless it's going to kill you. But even then, that's your choice. Welcome to my philosophy. You're an adult. Do whatever that you want. It's surprising how being an adult with free will, how many people actively choose not to exercise that free will. I'm an adult. It's damn near midnight. I'm over here having a tea party by myself, coloring in an adult coloring book. And I'm wearing my leggings, my pajama pants, basically, with all of my funky jewelry on. So, do what you want. You know what? Speaking of jewelry, you guys, I have a collection of black rings, black onyx rings. I can't find them. I took them off and I put them somewhere and I don't know where, and it's driving me crazy. We're doing clear and purple tonight, but I wanted to grab a couple of the black ones. Guys, I don't know where they are. And my brain's not going to let me stop. It's not going to let me stop until I find them. So, God, I may not sleep for the next 15 days until I find those freaking rings. Hi. Tangent. Doing things the wrong way. Pink palm trees. We're doing pink palm trees. And let's see. Let's do... Oh, love this pink. Okay. Let's do also... Oh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do pink palms. I like a pink and green color combo, by the way. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I'm one of those people. I am also one of those people who loves pink and red. I don't know where that came from. I feel as though it's a myth that's been perpetuated that doesn't actually exist. It's just not true. It's like the Mandela effect, where you think something is real because you remember it a certain way, even though you're remembering it incorrectly. And I feel like it's similar with the red and pink combo. Red and pink look awesome together. I don't know where that came from, that it's like, no, you can't do that. It's crazy to me. I look back, and perhaps this is because these are my sensibilities here, where you guys know I'm tacky. I am a tacky, fabulous bitch. I love all things bright, colorful, funky, and retro. Maximalism, but restrained maximalism. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but I don't like spaces that accumulate dust. And having maximalist houses, most people do not clean them properly, and that's a no-no for me. But by maximalism, I mean your furnishings, make them as loud as possible. Your linens, make them as loud as possible. A few decor pieces, make them as gaudy as possible, right? I'm not one to collect tchotchkes, action figures, little things like that. That's not my jam. But I have a million mirrors in this place. Some of them super gaudy. You guys know my clothes, right? You've seen my vintage store, the style of clothing that I sell. So yeah, I'm a maximalist, but I keep things tidy, okay, as tidy as possible. And all of that to say that back in the 50s and 60s, the Hollywood Regency decor style was it. It was super gaudy and opulent, velvets, damasks, all that sort of thing, and shimmery wallpapers, the works, crystal chandeliers, crystal candelabras, all of that. And red and pink was it, and it looked so good. People are crazy. Whatever, do what you want. Hell, I'm even tempted to put a red palm tree in here, but I don't want it to clash with the green, because ew, that's one thing I can't stand behind. Pink and green is great, red and green, not so much. So, this one, let's make that one a little bit darker. We're going to shade them, yes, but also, let's see. Should we still make her gown pink? Oh, this is cute. I mean, she's in the desert, yes, but it's going to be giving very much Vampire in Miami vibes in terms of the color palette, because this was inspired. Shall we talk about the inspiration for this illustration, which if you've been on my channel, you already know. You already, oh, this illustration, Karla, she's so you. She's retro. Not me. I don't look like this. I wish. But in terms of style, Palm Springs, retro, vintage fabulousness. Okay. Maximalism. The mountains of the desert, the bats, the little desert bats, my flip-flops that I enjoy hanging out with during the summers, and just the whole vibe. She's the Palm Springs vampire girl, but the colors of the 80s Miami Vice. Yeah, very me. So that was the inspiration. My love for new wave, Palm Springs, the desert, vampires, Miami, all of that. My evening walks, by the way, here she is, strolling around with the little flip-flops on a beautiful moonlit night. And let's see here. The mountains are going to be green. Let's see. We're going to make them this minty green. And it is typical for me to bounce around on a page. Typically, the correct way to color, which I do follow this sometimes, especially when I am painting. The rules are you are supposed to work from the background to the foreground. So whatever's furthest away from you, you work on that first. Working on the most exciting parts of a piece, which is usually what's in the foreground, what's closest to the viewer, is usually the most fun, right? It's the focal point of a piece, of an illustration, of a painting, of a whatever. But that makes it difficult to fill in the rest of it. So yeah, by the book is background first, foreground last. And I do follow those rules mostly. In my coloring books is where I do deviate quite a bit, because you'll notice that I bounce around. Yes, I did the background first, the teal sky, but then I did the palm trees. Now I'm doing the mountains instead of finishing the palm trees first. It's because when I'm doing wonky color palettes, it gives me a better idea of what things are going to look like. Now, I'm not a stickler for things being perfect. If I screw up a color palette and I don't like it, it's not the end of the world. It's a goddamn coloring book. It's not that serious. But while I'm working through it, I like to kind of have my eye traveling so that I see how everything relates to everything else, everything on the page, you know? And if the foliage is going to be pink here, I was talking about pink grass this and pink grass that, and I think we're going to go with the pink grass. I was wanting to do it lime green, but I think we're going to do, oh, this is a cool color, dark blush. I'm using Ohuhu markers, by the way, and oh, this is a fun color. Okay, we're going to do, what color is this? Red onion. I'm using all Ohuhu markers today, so if you are curious about it, I will have a set linked down below in my description box. If you've never used Ohuhu markers and you just want to start with a set, yeah, I have the affiliate link down below. However, shop wherever. Shop directly from their website, or I mean, I don't know where else they sell Ohuhu markers. I think, was Michael's going to start carrying them physically in the store? I'm not sure. I thought I read something about that. I don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw something similar to that a while back. So shop wherever you'd like, but I'm letting you know what it is that I'm using. They're essentially just a more affordable version of Copic markers. They do sell the individual markers finally on their website. However, what I'm finding, because I've placed a couple of orders with them, is that every freaking thing is out of stock all the time. I have a list of markers that I would like to purchase. Baby, they're always out of stock. Always out of stock. It's quite irritating because I'm building, I've mentioned in previous videos that I am working on creating a color palette that is essentially the Karla color palette. It's a color palette that I will reach for quite often. I think already I do have a fairly recognizable color palette. When you see my artwork, you can probably tell, oh yeah, that's Karla's artwork because of the colors that I use. I tend to gravitate towards warm colors frequently, all the time pretty much. And pinks, basically sunset colors, the red violets, the magentas, the oranges, the yellows, that sort of thing. And I will throw in a lime green every now and then, but typically warmer colors. And I would like to build a robust collection of markers that's within that color palette so that I can have more depth in my artwork. I've spoken about it in the past, but I feel like it's a topic that's worth repeating, and that is I'm saying a lot today. I'm not in a super chatty mood, I'll be honest. I'm not feeling so hot. I was feeling a little groggy today, girly problems, you know, and I took a nap, quick nap, 40 minutes, and 45 minutes, something like that. And it was one of those naps where it screws up my circadian rhythm, and I woke up at a bad time, and now I feel a little sluggish. I'm trying to wake up. It's damn near midnight, girl. This was hours ago. I took this nap. It must have been around 5 p.m. And still, it screwed me up, but it's everything else, right? And so anyway, what I was saying is that a topic that I would like to discuss again is the idea of breaking the habit of wanting to purchase art supply sets. When I first started illustrating many moons ago, yeah, I would purchase the I would pick the curated sets of markers, right, when I was first starting out. But as I started to take my illustration more seriously, I started realizing, yeah, no, I don't use all these colors all the time. I don't want them in my collection because they're just gathering dust, and they're clouding my choices when I'm opening my marker box and I'm seeing all of these other ugly colors that, not ugly colors, there's no such thing as an ugly color, but I'm seeing all of these colors that I don't use for my work, and I don't want them. And I've never been one to overbuy, to over collect. And especially with art supplies, I like to limit them. And I think it's important to discuss why having too much of something is actually a hindrance. If you have a beautiful craft room full of 50,000 sets of markers, I guarantee you, you're more overwhelmed by the selection that you have than excited about using it. You want to use them, but then once you open that cabinet door and you see 97 sets of markers in there, you don't even know where to start, right? So figure out what you love, curate, and work with that. And that's something we have to talk about in the future. I know at some point I've talked about it, but I should revisit it. What I've been doing lately with my channel is, because YouTube is playing the algorithm game again, you know, I've gone through and I have not deleted videos, but I have removed them from being able to be watched, because having older videos that are, you know, lower quality audio and all that sort of thing, they hurt your channel. And they hurt because if somebody clicks on that video and they're so accustomed to seeing clearer video, you know, it's 2025 and they're watching a video from 2015, if the audio is not loud enough, or if it's too loud, if it's a little muddled, if the camera quality is not that great, people will click out. They will click out immediately, and that hurts your channel in the long run. And so I think it's just better for me, keep those videos for the history, for the little like time travel situation of it all, if I ever want to look back and look at them and watch them or reference them. But I should take whatever messaging is in those videos, recreate it with a better quality video, because the messages are still important. I'm not embarrassed of my old videos. I'm not ashamed of my messaging. I've been the same person forever. So it's not that. It's just the quality of the video. So I have been... This will be color and chat number 2 for the year, and I've been wanting to play with the idea of keeping the color and chat short, 30 to 40 minutes max. So I'm going to cut this off, this session, work on it a little bit more, and then I will reconvene with you all later. I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do with this, though. I still want to give her a pink gown. We're going to do it. I don't know what color her hair is going to be, but God, should she get a pink gown, or should it be green? You're thinking too much. When you overthink, that's when things go awry. So pink it is. I will see you guys in the next session. Okay. So I've worked a little bit more on this one. It's still the same day. I need a tea refill because, yes, I'm dying of the cold, but do you want to see what a fool I am? Dying of the cold, But then she reaches for refrigerated sparkling water. Honestly, I cannot drink room temperature sparkling water. I'm sorry, that is an abomination. If you do that, you are a monster and you are banished. Truly. Oh, Bentley, what are you crying about? What are you crying about? What's wrong? He's over here staring at me crying. Okay, so we're going to do another quick session because I put some fries in the fryer and I'm waiting for my french fries. I'm going to have the Karla style fish and chips for dinner, which is really good. I'm the queen of spice. Okay, I overspice everything and it's always delicious. And so I'm looking forward to my fish and chips. It's cold. I feel like eating something, you know, carby. Isn't it British? Are fish and chips British? Or can any of my British people confirm or deny that? Anyway, she's feeling better a little bit. I told you earlier I was feeling groggy and just off because girly problems, but physical girly problems, by the way. I hope that was clear. You know, crampies and bloaties and yuckies. So anyhow, yeah, she's in a good mood now because food is on the way. I'm so food motivated. I'm one of those. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna do another quick little session here, and I wanted to make sure that I got this on camera because it's important. It's a way of shading if you are either in a rush or not adept at shading just yet, or maybe you are adept at shading and you are looking for a shortcut. And that is, and it's not the right way to do it, but of course, I mean, that's the moral of today's story. But I am adding shadow with the same exact color that I was using. Let me rephrase this. So use the same color. Instead of reaching for a darker shade of the color that you already used, simply use it to outline there. And what I mean by that is this tree right here, I used this pink on this palm tree, and I'm going to be pulling it out to add dimension. So instead of reaching for a darker pink, to ensure that the tone is exactly right, I am using the exact same pink, and I'm going over the background color. See that? Most people would incorrectly, understandably, but incorrectly so, they would reach for a gray. Or, and this wouldn't be wrong, but it's more work, reaching for a darker pink. But 9 times out of 10, people would reach for a gray, and that's not how you're supposed to shade. You can do whatever you want, but if you are trying to ensure that the tone stays the same, you would want to go with a darker pink that's in the same tonal range, or do this, use the same damn color. Just extend the shadow to the outside. Now, what I can also do, if you want to take things up, a notch, is you can go ahead and continue to shade also onto, in this instance, the palm tree, by going with a pink that's a little bit darker and then adding dimension like this. So that way you're getting a little bit of a 3-dimensional effect happening here. You see that? It's not super subtle, but it will likely translate a bit more subtle on camera, but I'm hoping that it is translating fairly well. And we'll continue on. So we're going to add, and I like how it looks. I wasn't planning on adding this level of detail. It's not super detailed, but in this instance I wasn't wanting to add all these shadows and things, but that's just what ended up transpiring. As things tend to happen around here, I let things happen organically, and in this case she wanted to shade, darling, so that's what we're doing. And right here we're going to pull that color out. And you see how the shading does not work on a white background. It would have to be, if the color is already on top of something else, in this instance this teal, then it is quite successful, like this. Now, you might not like it, but I think it's a nice way to add a little bit of dimension. And you can pull that down right here, this pink, I'm pulling it down into the rocks, and this is where you're going to get a fun split effect, because what you should do technically, if you're going to shade on top of the rocks, is you should get a darker shade of this minty green color, right? But I'm trying new things here. I'm trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit off kilter, and it looks off, but I'm okay with it looking off. I like that. And to continue with this idea, I'm also going to use this pink to shade the bats a little bit. Our little minty batty buddies right here. See? And I don't know, I think it works. And it works in the wrong way, you know? And we're going to go ahead and do it up here as well. And while I'm at it, see, we're doing that split again. You see how magical that was? It was just a quick split. Oh, that looks so cool. And we're going to, this pink over this yellow looks orange. Getting some cool effects here. I don't want to overdo it, so we'll stop there. And my, you know how I do things, my unifying colors. In this instance, we're going to go with, let's go ahead and go with this. Is this neon yellow? Yeah, it's a fluorescent yellow. You don't have to go with a fluorescent yellow. You can go with any bright yellow. In fact, I may want to switch up the yellows a bit. Yeah, this yellow is not quite as neon. Let's see what's going to happen here. No, I like the neon. We're going to do the neon. And so I want to play with the idea of this moon glow. So I'm going to extend this unifying yellow color. And it's going to be, as you can see, quite a sloppy application because it's a glow. It's the glow from the moon. It's not supposed to be exact. When have you ever seen a geometric glow, you know? Very cool. I like this. We'll extend that very scribbly. We will, of course, pull that into her hair and onto her face. Love that. You see how cool that looks? It's bringing all of the colors together. Hence why I term this technique unifying the colors. It's my unifying color. It doesn't always have to be something that's lighter. It doesn't always have to be yellow. It can be whatever you want, but in this instance, it's going to be yellow. I more often than not find myself going for the yellow. It's just part of my color palette. And this, let's see, this little moon in the background, I feel like it's almost too bright. Not in a bad way, but I may have outlined it. I may have gone a little overkill on the outlining, but you know what? It's fine. It's just a coloring book. It's fine. There's a color that I really like called Deco Peach something. Let's see, where are my markers? Something peach. Peach. Mellow peach. Makes me laugh because it's called mellow peach and it is anything but mellow. It's, see this? It's a peach color, but it dries down to an almost fluorescent color. And I think it's going to mellow this yellow to where I need it to be mellowed down to. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to keep working on this. I think I've done most of the quote-unquote fun stuff on it, so I'm going to step away from her for now, and then I will come back with you, or come back to you when more of it is complete. I'm holding my phone right now because I'm giving you all a slightly different vantage point. Let me show you a bit of what I did. I filled in all of it, and then I did a really painterly, markery, brush strokey, marker strokey look for the border, and you'll get a better look at it later when I'm almost done. But for now, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start adding details with a fine liner. I'm going to do that around the entire piece. So the entire piece is going to get little hatches, squiggly marks. It's just going to be my completing it in a more illustrative, sketchy style. I'm holding my phone because I don't usually give you all a good view of this part because it's always very high overhead. So here you can see a little bit of a close-up. I like a more sketchy look most of the time in my coloring books, so I'm going to be adding very sketchy lines. Okay, so I will see you probably when she's complete, or when I'm adding highlights, because I am going to do highlights. I'll see you in a bit. She is here. She is complete. Admittedly, I wanted to do a bit more on it, and I said, you know what? For once, how about not? How about you just leave it alone as it is, and don't get too carried away. Too carried away, she says, as you see everything going on here. But anyways, this was a super quick page, and it's cute. Again, another lesson in don't take your books too seriously, don't take yourself too seriously, and just enjoy the coloring experience for what it is. So I did go ahead and add the highlights. As you can see, I did a little bit of fluorescent yellow gel pen, and then I added the white sparkles and the stars, and I put the gold glitter. Always love that. So there you go. She's all done. Yes, I could do more. Do I want to do more? Yes. Should I? No, because your girl is busy. Your girl has a lot more stuff to do today, so we're going to leave it at that. She's cute, though. So far, I have done 2 pages in Glam Noir, and I think they're both cute. This is the first one. This is the second one, and you know, I think next time we have to play with a different color palette. I know. The Karla color palettes, the pinks, the purples, well, we discussed it in this video, but we should try something different next time. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Links will be down below to my social media, to my shop, and of course, you can purchase the book on Amazon. Or, God, you know what I still haven't done? I still have not put the signed copies in my store. I need to do that. I have a few copies. I have a box over here that has the books in there. I need to sign them and put them in the store. But if you don't care about a signature, more power to you. Get the digital copy on Etsy or the physical copy on Amazon. All right, be bad, be good. I don't give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece, and I will see you in the next one.